Welcome back everybody to game number 2 of the GG League quarterfinals between Cleave and Power Rangers, where Power Rangers, they took game number 1 really convincingly, but Cleave now, they're definitely trying to just come back stronger than ever and at least take one game off of Power Rangers, if not more. And my name is still Coucher, and joining me once again will be Mito.
Yeah, so once again, the bands are looking very similar. Like Doom and Triem from Power Rangers, Cleave, same again, Batrider and Furion. Well, after losing game one, I suppose Cleave have to really think about how they want to play the game. And against a team like Power Ranger, I think you got to put more emphasis on the early game. Just being able to survive through the early game and transition well into the mid game could really mean a lot of different things to Cleave. At least like the game would be a lot smoother. Wow, people have been picking so much Doom and Skywrath Mage against Brewmaster, and I'm loving it. I love to see Skywrath Mage. I think the hero is brilliant. Sure, it's a glass cannon, but the amount of damage that it can potentially put out is through the roof. And I still am waiting to see an OD plus Skywrath combo. I just want to see a Skywrath Mage carry with an Aghanim Scepter and just be able to abuse his ultimate due to the fact that there's an OD.
That would be just so damn sick to watch, and I bet it would work out as well, at least as far as him getting his mana back. About them winning the match, maybe. And Power Rangers, I guess they're in a position to actually try this at the moment, since do have the one game advantage. I'm not too sure how well they actually share your enthusiasm about it though.
Oh man, sometimes I just wish I have some of these pro players on my friend list and be like, dude, I beg you, I'm casting your game, can you please draft this hero? No, but that would really ruin the game for them, I guess. So jokes aside, Power Rangers, once again, they go for that Mirana they love. And, well, Cleave, they're going to respond with a Tide Hunter.
Oh wow, man, Cleave, they're just going for the team fight. Primal Split, Ravage, and I guess Power Rangers, they have the Skywrath Mage to deal with the Brewmaster, but even if you silence up the Tidehunter, it's just gonna crack and shell it off anyway at some point. Unless you just silence him up, completely ignore him in the fight, kill off all the others within like 5 seconds or so. But that's probably hoping for too much.
Yeah, Tidehunter, the Kraken Show is just so damn nice against pretty much any kind of silencing, any kind of stun. It's kind of like just having a Abaddon at your side ready with the Aphotic Shield at all times. But going to second ban phase, I like what Cleave is doing. They're removing the Rubik. There are way too many good spells for them to steal. Do you think we'll ever see a Silencer? Like, I know some tier 1 teams have been picking Silencer quite a bit here and there, and I just love the hero model. As well as the fact that I feel like the hero is underappreciated. And Empire, Vanscore, he's mentioned it a lot of times that he thinks Silence is a great hero. Oh my goodness!
Spot
I
on!
called it!
Oh
Called
wow.
it.
And you couldn't have been more right. Wow, that was a sick call. And actually, Cleave, they pick up an IO now, and Silencer, I feel like is a pretty nice hero against IO as well.
Wow. Yeah, it definitely is. And I think at this stage right now, I'm just I'm gonna leave you on your own because I have to go and buy lottery. That was one sick call, and I'm so proud of myself. Um, but
It's
gotta think
definitely
about
not a
how
hero
they
that
think.
gets picked up that often. So
Yeah,
I guess buying a lottery, not a bad idea.
it was a pretty hard call to make, right? You wouldn't have expected Silencer there. I wasn't expecting Silencer myself, at least not the third pick. But Cleave, I feel like they still have a lot of options to play around with. They just need a hero that can possibly rush a fast BKB, work well in conjunction with the IO. Right now, the hero that comes to my mind right now is Gyrocopter. Um, if you look at Power Rangers, Silencer, Mirana, Skywrath, they're all somewhat squishy. And Gyro, if you get a BKB in team fights, once you turn the flat cannon, you drop down the cooldown, you don't really care. You just go to town and fire away. What other options can they potentially go for though?
I think
I
Gyrocopter
mean,
would be a nice choice, especially against the two silences coming out from Power Rangers as well, because once you've activated the flag cannon already, Even if you're silenced up, you can still just dish out the right click damage with the flag cannon flying around to the AoE as well.
Yeah, and they
Wow.
already have all the frontline tankers they need, but instead it's gonna be
But
tiny.
75% tankier lineup wins.
That's true. Well, we've been discussing this for a very long time, ever since we started watching games together, and we talked about the golden rule in Dota. When teams are around the same level, the tanker team usually wins around 75% more games. And well, it's been true for I don't know how long. It really has been like that, hasn't it?
It has indeed. And on Cleave, they're just full on tanky. I guess Io can be bursted down, but if he actually gets the overcharge on an already tanky hero, I mean, how are Power Rangers gonna burst them down? Yes, they have the centaur, so earlier on it can be done, but just like 20-25 minutes into the game already, the Tide, the Tiny, and the Brewmaster, it's gonna be so hard to bring them down.
Indeed, but recognizing Power Rangers' playstyle and having so many range heroes in one lineup, they should really abuse the laning phase. And Power Rangers loves to go aggressive, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run an aggressive tri lane. I just don't know what hero they're gonna pick for the lockdown in the tri lane. All right, there you go. There's the Bane Elemental. Um, I don't know how this is gonna go. Um, the matchup in my mind right now, I see Centaur up against Tidehunter. I see Skywrath against Brewmaster, but does Cleave really want to fight like this, or do they want to place the Tiny and Isle mid, and perhaps run the Tidehunter top up against the tri lane, and leave the Brewmaster in the one-on-one matchup against Centaur? Um, it's still a little enigmatic to me as to how Cleave wants to lane this game.
But given the idea that Io Tiny is definitely a strong dual lane mid, what does Power Ranger actually have to put against that? Would they have to dual lane there themselves, like Silencer Bane or something? Silencer Mirana? Or I mean Bane Mirana?
Benjamin Rana dual mid. I
Because
don't
if
know.
if they send any of their other heroes solo against Io Tiny, any of those heroes is just probably gonna get blown up. Maybe solo Mirana.
Mirana is the safest bet, or even potentially just putting the Centaur mid and having the Mirana bottom against Tidehunter, that's okay as well. Because you can always stay out of the Anchor Smash range. Wow. And it's going to be Enchantress from Cleave. So basically, Cleave, they have a lot of pushing power, they have amazing team fight, and they have some global presence with Tiny plus IO. But it is a 4 Protect 1. Well, actually, not really,
Plus,
is it?
plus they get wrecked by a global silence, kind of.
Yeah, Enchantress can always transition to carry, so can Panda to a certain extent. But if this game goes late, I feel like the game would just be so easy for Cleave, because if Power Rangers ever lose a fight, say 50 minutes into the game or like 60 minutes into the game, the Tiny with the IO can just push so ridiculously fast. And if you look at it in the other direction, if Power Rangers win a team fight, they're not very good at taking down towers.
That's actually a kind of a bad way to drafting, although you see those lineups pretty damn often recently. Just focusing on the early game, but with no push. So actually, you kind of put yourself in a bad position, even if you just completely dominate and get kills after kills. As far as the enemy just have some form of counter push, like within a couple of heroes, they can already repel you. Although at the moment, if you Cleave, they don't have too much counter push for themselves either. So I guess if Power Rangers win the fight, they can slowly take down towers. But like I said, it's not gonna be fast. But would go over the lineups fast for Cleave on the tire side. Son and Neko will be playing up on the IO, with Roger actually playing the Enchantress, so they are going for an aggressive tri-lane, or maybe not. Seema the Slayer will be playing the Tiny, with Lolik on the Brewmaster mid lane, and Xakoch on the top lane on the Tidehunter. I have no idea what Seema is doing or what they're planning, because Tidehunter, never mind, he starts running bottom lane now. But
So they're
it's,
swapping lanes.
yeah, kind of a late swap.
Yep, and really quick on Power Ranger side, we just gonna be playing as a support Skywrath mage. Moon gonna be on the carry silence as a matter of fact. Mid we're gonna have FNG playing as a mid solo Mirana, and we're gonna have J4 playing as a support Bane Elemental running around with the Haste Rune, and finally at top we're gonna have Cheshire Cat playing as the offlane Centaur Warrunner.
Oh wow, this J4 he was just going balls deep, although he knows Cleave has virtually nothing to actually punish him when he has a haste rune like that. Just going for some harass onto some Nako's IO. Actually tethers up as well. So just, I guess, being a nuisance, stopping some farm from Roger from happening.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to let the enchanters free farm, especially when he has a haste rune. But now that he's at mid, it is going to be the Bane plus Mirana dual mid. And this might just slow down the Brewmaster for a while. I mean, you look at Brewmaster's build, he's gotten Drunken Haze and Drunken Brawler. It's all the defensive items. I mean, the defensive skills that he's getting. Wow, that one click with the crit. OP.
Yeah, and Bane, he doesn't know damage in return at all almost. Just Stout Shield, Drunken Brawler. And Lolik, he should still have a pretty decent enough time here, although once FNG gets a few more higher levels. Oh, but the Tornado is coming in from the Enchantress. And the Tornado is so annoying.
Oh, yeah, he might just... Nope, J4, he can't get close enough. Oh man, this Tornado.
This Enchantress
Doing
just
work.
keeps on sending creeps there. Even sent the Satyr Tormentor here at the moment.
Yeah, he doesn't want to farm. He's like, yeah, who cares about farm? I need to make sure my man gets his farm. But Brewmaster, essentially, I think he will still get his farm. He is up against Mirana, and Mirana is a hero that really just can't do much against the Brewmaster. His right-click damage is low, and then Brewmaster has the Drunken Haze for 45% miss chance, and then you still have the Drunken Brawler, which is like guarantees an auto miss every 10 seconds.
I mean, Brewmaster is just such a dominant mid laner at the moment. Just can easily farm with the Thunderclap. And like I said, just making it so that you won't get harassed by right clicks, nor will the enemy get easy lasted thanks to the Drunken Haze. Just so annoying to go up against that. Looking at the other lanes though, bottom lane Majestic just keeps on zoning Sako out. The last word actually did a pretty nice amount of damage there as well. So
Oh,
Skyrim
but
Mage-
Enchantress.
Oh man. Being sneaky, smoked up. He has the Dark Row Summoner, a really nice creep to have as well with that end snare of his. I think they should have enough. Actually, the tether comes out. Jistercat, will you run to the right position? The hoofstomp is there, but he runs through the tether. He's slowed down already, and snare comes out, and I think it's gonna be the killer. Actually, is it? Yes, the avalanche. Toss to follow J4. Oh, the nightmare onto Tiny and Roger. The last right clicks the magic stick. Jistercat, he actually makes it out alive. The IO's right click is not enough. The healing salve came through, and J4, he's the one to get the first, but with the help of the tower.
Holy crap, Anderson does survives. So, pretty big victory for Power Rangers during the laning phase, and very unfortunate for Cleave. It's like, just when the rotation happens, Bane was at the right place at the right time.
Overall, to be honest, Power Rangers support J4, he's always playing so damn well. I mean, FNG used to be the support as well before, but ever since Scandal left them, he's been taking up the core role instead. But we were actually talking about it just before game number 1, that in a game of Dota, I just so much decided by the support, their earlier movements, and we just get to see it in full action.
Yeah, because essentially, if you think about Dota, there are only so many creeps at a certain time. Say 10 minutes in, both carries get perfect last hits, then it's gonna be around 70, 76-ish. Mid lane, everybody likes to play mid solo, especially with like the solo ranked matchmaking. So pretty much at a high level, you assume the lanes to be fairly even, and it's heavily dictated by the runes as well as the matchup. And it feels like the off lane, you're always going to be up against a lot of heroes, and there's actually not that much you can do in most cases. So early game, it's really about the support rotations to open up the map and make things happen. And so far, like, we've seen the amount of pressure that J4 has been putting at mid, and just rotating top at the right time, getting that first blood was huge. And I feel like Enchantress momentum has really been slowed down.
Yeah, it's so important for jungle heroes like Enchantress as well as the Chen to actually make their rotations work out. Because you don't farm the fastest anyway. And actually, even he got another Wild Wing Ripper for himself. He actually tried stacking up the camp here as well, closest to the rune. But Mod Golem's here. Mod Golem's on the top side as well. So, I mean, can't even farm up the camps properly with the Wild Wing Ripper, with the Tornado.
Yeah, so indeed it's not the easiest for Enchantress, but he's still making rotations, and it feels like this time he might go the long way to gank mid, or it might just be a bottom rotation, but Tidehunter is not in position, and Tidehunter is only level 2, so this Tidehunter is really struggling up against a huge amount of harassment coming out from Skywrath Mage.
Well, they might get with Chashik, although he's pretty damn fast, 325 movement speed of course, and Roger, he's just wasting even more time. He's only level 2.5, but Chashik actually has more on the Skywrath Mage as well. And this is looking good for Power Rangers, at least to begin with. Although then again, once Cleave actually gets those level 6s running on the Brewmaster, as well as the Tidehunter, things are definitely gonna change. And actually Lolik already has his as well. So Primal Split is ready.
Oh yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the admin might have forgotten to put down the scoreboard again. Yeah. So with
actually Roger
engagement,
is the one in trouble. Slow down as well, brains up. If you right click on Skywrath Mage with the Arcane Bolt, finishes up. Although Loli comes in, but he's alone now. Can't do much of anything. So 2-0 as Roger just keeps on struggling on the Enchantress. And Moon, he picked up a Hand of Midas as well.
yes, for all the viewers who are wondering, right now it's a best of 3, and it's one game in favor of Power Rangers. They took the previous game really convincingly, and now this is game number 2.
Indeed it is. And oh, Invis Rune snatched by J4. Actually, he's so low on mana, doesn't even have enough for a Nightmare. So I don't think Lolik is gonna be in trouble unless FNG hits a 5-second arrow just on his own.
Yeah, pretty much. J4, once again, he's ready to gank. Actually, no, he's not. He doesn't have any mana. So just probably gonna take a step back and maybe go back and regen. Or does he want to stack something? But there's no one to take stacks.
There's always someone to take stacks.
Who can take stacks from Power Ranger right now?
Double Edge Centaur.
Not if it's ancient.
Well, just stack it up for the later stages, although then again, you will just risk it that once Seema gets his Aghanim Scepter, he can just come and farm it for you. And stacking Ancients is like a double-edged sword if you don't have any proper one to take it, but Lolik, oh, he's going for the wraparound. They want to kill the center, although Cheshire Cat has the Stampede as well. Actually sees Lolik now, and well, gank averted. No kills happening yet for Cleave.
Yep, and here's a double. They did the single pull. What Cleave did was a single pull. So now you have 2 creep wave pushing in with the catapult, and well, with all the additional creeps, wow, Moonlight Shadow. What's gonna happen here?
Stop! Tether slow. The TP's coming in. The global silence as well. There's the Stampede. They stun up Ayo. They're gonna burst him down, and Lolik is nightmared up. Oh, but the Nightmare actually gets shifted by Roger, and now with the Primal Split, Power Rangers, they're the ones on the run. Although, can they actually follow up? Seema. Oh, Avalanche does connect onto Majestic. He's definitely gonna fall. Toss to follow up. 1 kill, but Roger dropping low as well. Activation Nature, and then Xako doesn't have his Ravage and Moon. He comes in with the Curse of the Silent. Actually, not enough mana for the last word, unfortunate. And now Cheshire Cat dropping low. Tower goes down as well. And Cheshire Cat, actually, how many kills is it? And Moon, he's running away as well. Lolik, he's faster. Bottling up as well. Will he have enough? I don't think so. So he has to escape. If he had the Thunderclap, could have followed up as Son Neko. Actually, they find J4 as well. So I think it was a 3 for 3 in the end.
I have no idea. I counted 3 for 2.
Oh, the toss on to Moon.
the
Lolik,
toss.
the crit coming in as well. The slows Moon. He even turned around, trying to do something. And now with Jessic, Avalanche actually off target.
Oh man, if you got the Avalanche, that would have been another easy kill. So we are starting to see the power of this tanky lineup. They have a lot of burst, that's for sure. And on top of the burst, it feels like the innate tankiness is just a little bit too much for Power Rangers to handle right now. Like Power Rangers, they were 3 for 0, if I'm not wrong, and now it's 5 for 4. Wait.
I think
Is
it
that
was.
right?
It was 2 for 0 for sure at some point. But whatever the case may be, Cleave definitely taking the advantage in that fight. They also got the tower the last hit. Actually, Lolik was the one getting it, I think. So he's only 70 gold away from his Blink Dagger already. And has a double damage room bottled up as well. I mean, that is scary. And J4 still doesn't have his Fiend's Creep either. And now just like that, never mind, just double HJ Creep. I was like, oh, he's dropping low. Nope, just did it to himself. And now, oh, J4, he's the one on the run. Seema, can he toss anybody onto a target? Not gonna go for this. Lolik really gets silenced up. Never mind. Just poking going on.
But that's a blink dagger, and that's huge. Panda and Brewmaster with the blink dagger, and they're all smoked up right now. I think the smoke might be a little bit premature. Maybe should have waited for the blink dagger. But the first blink dagger, you always want to use it to get a kill. And this is gonna be the case right here. Oh no, they don't want Regis Stick.
Yeah,
I thought maybe they could have made a play on him.
like I said, they
Skyrath-
should have waited for the blink dagger to arrive before smoking up and going in. But oh, they find Vishasik anyway.
Oh my
Thunderclap,
goodness.
2 right clicks, man. Double damage crit.
Oh wow. And that's why Skyrath struggles to find his place in the current meta, I suppose. As a support, he is way too squishy. But that was pretty fun to look at. You know, don't you just always love seeing like those huge crits, like taking out the opponent in 1 or 2 attacks from time
It's
to
so
time?
sick to just watch the health bar completely vanish.
Yeah.
Actually, that kill was pretty huge because Roger got almost 1 level from it. He's level 4.5 now, almost 5. I mean, Enchantress, he was level 3.5 before he actually rotated for the gank, and now, oh, ensnare, never mind. Hand of Midas, no troll anymore, but oh, yo, he's coming in with the relocate. Moonlight Shadow, will it be there in time? Avalanche just gets the kill before. Even had a sentry there, just in case. So, Power Rangers, their momentum has just completely stopped.
Yeah, but this is a smart move from them. Trading tower for tower. They know they can't defend the bottom tier 1, so might as well, hey, we're gonna take your bottom tier 1. Oh no, sorry, mid tier 1, and then rotate top and try to make a play for the top tier 1.
Actually, what do you think of Chase Harkat going for a straight up Hood of Defiance instead of the Blink Dagger on Centaur?
Well, that's a little tough to decide. Hey, it feels like they need the pipe to stand in the fights, so that because the heroes can actually dish out quite a lot of damage, especially the Skyrath mage if given space. But not having the blink on Centaur, it feels like how are you gonna initiate apart from the Bane Elemental? You can't be that reliant on just one hero to initiate, right? You need multiple heroes. But then again, thinking in retrospect, it's like, do they need to initiate or do they wait for the counter initiate? Say if a Tide Hunter blinks in, what are they gonna do? Right now, that's still not a concern because Tide Hunter still doesn't have anywhere near that kind of money. But if the Brewmaster blinks in and decides to pop his Primal Split, and you have the pipe, and then you have the Global Silence follow-up, suddenly that they might be able to turn the fights around. So the thinking process for sure is to counter initiate, but whether or not it's better than the blink, I'm not positive. But in this case, I think it's a pretty smart choice.
Oh well, I mean, he actually already has the pipe finished if he just wants to buy it up, has enough gold for it now. So actually, I mean, 12.5 minutes in, definitely not a bad timing. As well as you take even less damage from your own double edge. Plus, you can be the frontline tank now for Cleave, because even with all the burst damage that Cleave has, with him having the pipe, he's probably going to be able to survive as long as he has full HP or near full anyway. But can he actually get to the front lines properly without the blink? I guess he can with the Stampede. But I'm not too sure. I think it may work out in the end. I still would like to see a mech as well on somebody.
The usual go-to for mech would be the silencer, and as a matter of fact, this might sound a little absurd, but in terms of like builds, everyone knows the best item on silencer is that sheep stick. There's no argument there, pretty much. But if you oh yeah, oh I'm sorry. Right now the current way to play is Aghanim's into Refresher, but if you're gonna be a right-clicking kind of silencer and you're gonna be in a lot of team fights, the best build is actually mech into Assault Cuirass. Funny enough, like it sounds crazy and ridiculous, but as a battle mage, where you're not prioritizing the silence as much, because right now he's playing as a one position silencer, and they need him to do damage, and you do expect, well, maybe you don't expect BKBs to come out that early, but eventually there's gonna be BKBs. So if you want to be a pure battle mage, mech plus Assault Cuirass on silencer is actually insanely good. It sounds crazy because it doesn't give you any intelligence whatsoever, but
you just fight and steal the intelligence.
Just being able to stay in a fight and having increased attack speed and just surviving through with heroes dying every fight you live through, you're actually gonna gain so much out of it. You're getting, for like every hero death, you're getting 2 intelligence. So I know I'm gonna get flamed for saying that, but it's actually
Oh, looks like we have a problem with a call again somehow. Looks like it happens every now and then, so just filling in for Mito until the call.
holy crap.
Yeah,
Did else just have problem again?
yes, we did.
Oh, but it's alright, we're back. But what did you hear what the last thing I said? I said I feel like I'm gonna get flamed by the chat for saying that.
That was the
and
last part I said. A little bit after that, maybe as well, but
but the cool thing is the chat's not in English, so I won't know even if they do flame me.
oh man,
So I
looking
got that
looking
going.
at the positives.
Hell
But I
yeah.
actually do think that Power Rangers might have a chance in taking down either the Tiny or the IO at the moment, with FNG having the Invis rune, or I guess there's nobody close by, and or does he want to risk just aggro into Starstorm into the IO?
Wow, I don't really know. But then again, in this game, it feels like Silencer just has so much weight on his shoulders. Maybe Aghanims would be great for shutting down the Wisp, because the Aghanim upgrade, it does a Curse of the Silent as well, but I don't know. Like, I still have so many questions running through my mind.
I mean, looking at the Silencer's skill build, him maxing out the Curse of the Silent, it kind of indicates that you want to go for the Aghanims, but then again, if you go for like the Hand of Midas power threats before, it's gonna be a while before you get the Aghanims anyway, and by that time you might have the maxed out Curse of the Silent and the Glaives anyway. So it's like kind of so-so. We'll see what he decides to go for. I definitely wouldn't mind a mech coming out by him as well. Just with a pipe and a mech, they would have just so much sustain in the fights, because Cleave, they won't have either a pipe nor a mech for quite a time themselves.
Yeah, pretty much the way you want to beat Cleave's lineup is being able to survive through all the burst, which is like Ravage, the Primal Split, and of course the Avalanche Toss combo right now, because the right click portion of damage hasn't come online from Cleave or Power Rangers, as a matter of fact. Like Cleave right now, tiny, 13 minutes in, pretty close to Aghanim Scepter, around what, 200 gold? And after the Aghanim Scepter, he still needs a little bit more time to build up the damage. I mean, sure, there's a IO that can provide him a lot of just attack speed and whatnot, but ultimately, like, I feel like as of now, IO is still quite easy to burst down, especially with heroes like Skyrath.
Yo, oh, the relocate goes out. But they don't catch anybody, Chief, or he's already away. They even used the Moonlight Shadows for it.
Yeah, they
So,
were just helping him escape.
well, at least with the relocate being on cooldown, Power Rangers, they can just breathe easily for a little while longer now. Although FNG is not getting any farm done at the moment because he's just hanging around the top side. And actually, Cheshire he did go for the Blink Dagger after the Hood of Defiance.
Oh man, no idea. Like right now, Silencer finally has one level into the Glaive. Well, there are so many Silencer builds. It's actually quite hard to say what's right, what's wrong. So, and if you do want to just maximize your magical damage, yeah, I guess last word, force out the opponent to cast a spell, and then just drop the Curse of the Silent for maximum magical damage. But right now, I really don't know what Power Rangers can do apart from just sit back and farm. Like, what can they really do? They're slow at taking towers. They can't really avoid to split up because it's gonna be relocate, and I feel like Moon's in trouble.
Wow, actually, the Silence TP out. Brilliantly done. Oh, Cheshire actually wants to counter initiate, gets the double edge to kill off Sako as well. And can he actually escape now? Stampede is on cooldown for another 8 seconds. Lorik blinks in aggressively with the tether slow coming off. Thunderclap, Primal Split just in case. So it will be a 1-for-1 in the end, probably. The center is pretty damn tanky. Magic Stick as well, thrown up in the air. Actually, might get the blink out, never mind. Actually, nicely done. But now Stampede, Boulder, Toss, Tether slow as well. He finally falls.
Yeah, so overall, it's still. Well, now it's definitely worth it for Cleave. Without a doubt. They forced out Global Silence, and Global Silence, the skill just has a pretty darn long cooldown, 130 seconds. I don't know. There's not much to be said, and it feels like Cleave. They definitely have the upper hand in this game. Oh, actually, funny enough, the gold and X graph are both in favor of Power Rangers. Definitely not what I'm expecting.
2 towers. I guess tower-wise it's kind of even.
Oh, but the smoke is coming. The smoke train. Choo choo.
Oh, the arrow flying out as well, and actually, oh, Lolik just dodges it, and arrow goes into Roche, but the silence on Toxako, the Mystic Fair before the Ravage comes out. Beautifully done, and now Roche, he's still not down. Lolik dropping low. There's the Fiend's Grip onto Seam as well. Moon dishing out the right click damage, going for the Curse of the Silence. A nice hoof stomp onto 3 heroes. Chess Circuit beautifully coming in on the center like that. They get a team wipe, they lose 0 heroes, and they get the Aegis and the Roche kill. I mean, could it have gone any better for them?
Wow. And now look at Silencer. All of a sudden, he gains so much gold from that one fight. And just like earlier when I saw him, he only had 4 intelligence stolen. But like after that fight, it feels like suddenly he just got a lot more out of it. That was at least 8 intelligence stolen. So, wow. I think that was a huge turning point for Power Rangers. Just being able to win that Roche fight.
Yeah, and they got
Killing
so
4
much
heroes.
gold out of that as well. I mean, suddenly Moon only 1 piece short from his Aghanim Scepter. If they get this tower now as well, it's just extra map control for them. And oh, the gosh, onto Moon. FNG, never mind. The Glyph comes out. The relocate comes in as well, but the global silence is there. There's the Curse of the Silent. Oh man, Moon is still gonna fall to the right click damage. Kisako gets the right shot to free as well, and J4 on the run. Stampede to get them out of there. Moon, he came back to life. Immediate avalanche toss, and Moon gonna take a secondary fall now. Just got another Curse of the Silence. Has actually they killed off Kisako at least. And oh, Mystic Flare a little bit off target there from Lolik. And Lolik trying to chase down J4 now. He's going for the TP out boulder toss to stop it. Nicely done as J4. He's gonna take a fall toss. Helping out as well just in case. And never mind, he's somehow still alive. He's outrunning them. Another boulder toss will finish up the kill. At least he diverted the attention from Majestic. But all in all,
look at the Cyclone.
oh, come on, blink, thunderclap.
No, no.
Just get hoof stomp onto Roger. Why did you go there? The arrow to fly as well, actually onto Seema and FNG. Going for the right click damage, Starstorm as well. Roger actually might fall down. Never mind, Nature's Tendons kick in. Tossed onto FNG. Now one more impetus. FNG, he's the one on the run now. Doesn't have enough mana for the leap. Oh man. Power Rangers, they're just feeding. Feed.
Wow. So that was a pretty big fight right there. Moon with the Aegis just died twice straight up. So, oh wow, a defensive toss.
Oh, he goes in deep, gets the hoof stomp, but slowed down, impetus to fly, avalanche onto 2 heroes as well. They use the stampede and Cheshire, never mind, the last impetus does get the kill anyway. Power Rangers, what are they doing?
Wow, they're panicking for sure. It feels like all the advantage, momentum they have gotten in that Roche fight is completely negated. They just went in one after another and just kept on dying, really. There's no other ways of putting it. But right now, there is one good news. Moon has his Aghanim Scepter.
Well, I guess there's no BKBs coming out anytime too soon. Aghanim Scepter being worked on Lolik's Brewmaster as well. Only 1 piece short of it. Although Tiny actually is going for a BKB. Has the Ogre Club for it at the moment.
Yeah, and I just want to give a little credit to Cheshire Cat in the Roche Pit fight. It feels like that Blinken, Stomp, and the Double Edge just did so much for them to completely nail that fight. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. And of course, just having the Curse of the Silent on top of that. But now, in the next fights, there's a potential for a double Curse of the Silent with the ultimate, with the Aghanim Scepter, as well as the actual Curse of the Silent spell as well. So, if Ayo gets caught by it, he's just gonna go down so easily.
Oh yeah, Aghanim Scepter, it's so good on Silencer. Like, it gives you all the stats you need. You need the HP, you need the mana, and having agility is always great because, well, eventually you rely on Glaive to do some right clicks. And, of course, the bonus effect is just having the Curse of the Silent on top of the Global Silence. That's pretty sick as well. And I can't wait to see the refresher.
Yeah, it's gonna be so sick, but there's a 4-man smoke. They find FNG. Actually, immediate primal split. The leap comes out. Majestic actually stampeded up. Will they get the Fiend's Grip on every Sako? He gets caught, silenced up, hoof stomp to get the kill. And now Roger, he's on the run. Cleave, they're completely on the back foot. Roger, he doesn't have a TP either. Probably gonna get chased down. J4, Fiend's Grip. Nighttime vision actually holding it on.
One
He
blink.
doesn't want to waste it. Yep. Roger, he's
Locked
just
in.
caught.
Oh, have you seen those pub games where like you get trapped, right, and then the opponents are too tanky, you can't kill them, and then just stand there and block you in? I remember it was Demon and someone else who did that. Oh man, it was like the meanest thing ever.
Ah, good times. I mean, it's just another thing you can do, I guess, but one positive from that last skirmish is that actually Sima finishes up his BKB, but he is the only one anywhere close to having a... Well, he has a BKB, but nobody else has even started one yet. Aghanim Scepter is there on Lolik, but if the Global Silence comes out, you won't be able to get your Primal Split off anyway. Of course, I guess it comes down to who gets the jump.
Yeah, right now I feel like wow, they're going for a 4-man push, but Centaur is all the way at bottom. What's happening there? Is he stealing the tier 1? And indeed he is. But this is giving information for Cleave. They know there's only 3-4 heroes at top.
Well, this the beat comes out. Oh man, the Fiend's Grip onto Seam as well. The BKB already activated. Do they really want to clump up like that under the Tiny now? Oh, the right clicks onto J4. Toss to get the kill. Although FNG got the kill onto IO. Roger activating his Nature's Attendance as Majestic. On the run from Seamat. Oh, there's the Ravage onto 2 heroes. FNG still on the run. 1 second for the leap. Will it be enough? Into the trees he goes. And Moon now, he's the one on the run. Chestercat finally comes into the fight, but Hoofdom actually can't find the positioning to actually land it at all. So he just, oh, blink, come on, Hoofdom finally goes out, gets the kill on Roger, but Moon loses his life as well. Just a little bit too late there, gets the blink out to safety at least. But Cleave,
Wow.
they kind of win that fight. They lose 2 supports and get 3 in return.
Yeah, one of the big problem was Cheshire Cat was at bottom, so that was a
Seema
signal to
though,
Cleave.
Hoofdom, Double H, actually no, he's too tanky now, so Neko comes in as well. Avalanche toss, and Chestercat, he's the one to fall instead.
Oh man, that would have been such a great play if the IO wasn't there, but because the IO was there, suddenly Seema just gets healed all the way back up and just doesn't care. Oh, and they're gonna backdoor the tier 1 tower. But the glyph comes out, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh, actually, Seema has to be careful, never mind. The Nightmare goes out, the TP coming in as well. Nightmare switch from Son Neko. Will they get the tether out? No, they won't.
Oh, the relocate. Barely, barely, barely. Just maybe one more, what is it called? Arcane Bolt from...
Well, it is
Skyrath
only level
would have
1
been
actually
suffice.
still.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the pretty much a standard build for support Skyrath. You generally don't get max Arcane Bolt because you don't have to mana pool to spam it, since you're just a support.
Oh well, at the moment, actually looking at the Goldcrafts Power Rangers, they still have the advantage. Actually around 5,000 of it. Oh, Stampede stun onto Roger, Hoofstomp to follow, Mystic Flare, silence up. Just making sure that no Nature's Attendants will come out at all. But still, I mean, Chestercat is going for Heaven's Halberd. And I'm not too sure, I mean, the pipe would have been just so good in the fights against the lineup of Cleave.
Wow, but the time is definitely ticking for Power Rangers right now. It feels like with every passing moment that this Tiny is farming, it scares me a little, you know, like to see what's gonna happen next. But I am still very excited that like Power Rangers are playing well and are keeping themselves in the game. And I just want to be able to see the Silencer become like a beast, essentially.
Well,
Oh, Oblivion Staff.
yeah, he's going for the refresher, no doubt about it. And with only 1 BKB at the moment, or actually, Lolik going for 1 as well, has the Order Club. Actually, even with the double silence, he still has 2k HP, 2.1k on the Tiny, who has a Hyperstone now as well. Although Tide Hunter actually has nothing almost, doesn't even have a Blink Dagger or a mech at the moment.
Oh man. And earlier, like, I was just thinking, could this game go long enough until we see Silencer perhaps get Sheepstick afterwards? Or like Shivas even? And then you have double Shivas, double Hex, double Global. Man, that is a sight I would love to see.
Yeah, it would be something indeed. Always nice. Well, not always nice. It's kind of wrong to say that if you don't see it at all almost. But would be nice to see the Silencer just carrying his team on his back. And I guess he has the Mirana to help out a little bit, who is getting close to his own BKB, just needs the recipe for it. Has the drums, Aquila Maelstrom before that.
Bottom.
Oh man, Cheshire? Well, he can kill Lolik for sure. But Lolik shouldn't be able to bring down Cheshire solo either.
It's always so weird to look at two really tanky heroes who can't kill each other just going at it, you know? It's like, okay, we're just gonna attack each other a couple of times, and then one guy's gonna be like, yeah, I can't win the fight, I'm just gonna walk away, and there's nothing you can do.
Oh wow. It's so funny to look at the chat. Everybody's flaming the center, although he hasn't played all that bad. I mean, he's been farming up really well, to be honest. Oh, but the Moonlight Shadow, can they catch Seema? They need to kill Soneko immediately. The Warp of the Global Silence. Oh, the sentry comes out. Nicely done by Yayo. The Stampede actually comes out a little bit too late. Oh, the Hoof Stomp! Nope.
Oh, but they can wait for the IO at
They
least.
popped the Global Silence as well for that.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, everyone's rotating over. Without the global
Oh,
silence,
the
I don't know
arrow.
if Power Rangers want to do this.
Yeah, the Primal Split comes out as well. Majestic. Well, he's just gonna be a casualty of war. Tossing Soneko onto that. I mean, still Power Rangers, they use 3 ultimates for that. They don't get a single kill and they lose a hero.
Well, it's not so bad. They force had to relocate, and the primal split.
Oh, FNG
So-
actually might be in trouble as well. Avalanche, no, leaps out of it.
Beautiful leap, just getting out of trouble. But now here comes the push, and what? How is Power Rangers? How are they even gonna be able to respond to this? And I don't know about this positioning from J4. If Soneko just used the spirits.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
oh,
This is
Yarrow
really
actually
happening.
lands on the Tidehunter.
Oh, they're really just gonna stand next to each other. Holy crap! Oh man, this is like the most awkward Dota ever. They were literally like, okay, there was literally one tree in between. Oh man, if we could have used the gallery mode or whatever it's called, how funny would it be to just see the two of them stand right next to each other?
Indeed.
It's like
Actually,
Tidehunter and Bane sitting on a tree, KISSING, but no, they can't see each other even though they're on the same tree.
that was indeed just playing with fire there for the Bane. But now Cleave, they got themselves 2 towers out of it as well. So actually Cleave, they're getting scarier and scarier. There's an AC finished on Seema now as well.
Wow. So Seema, that's a pretty interesting name, Seema. It leaves a lot of room for imagination and interpretation. And is this centaur here just to block the camp? Oh, they pinged him out. Did they ping him out?
I think they
I
were
saw
like,
a
okay,
ping.
it's blocked. So they pinged that down.
Oh, cheese plays. Cheese plays.
Actually, just like that, he doesn't even finish up his halberd. Oh, but the Moonlight Shadow, can they catch anybody? Roger, are you gonna be the unlucky one? Moon has the global silence as well. They want to find Sakov, maybe. Nope, Nightmare up onto Roger, Arrow to follow up, Silence is there as well, but oh, there's the Ravage, they didn't pop the global silence soon enough. BKB from Seema, a nice avalanche does, but the Fiend's Grip onto Seema, stopping his right clicks from coming out. Buyback from the Eye as well, the right clicks, will they be enough? Oh, Seema's definitely out. There's the Primal Split finally coming out of the Moon. He's the one to take the fall. So, in the end, a 3-for-1 buyback from the Eye as well, so a good fight for Power Rangers still. Oh, are they gonna lose the Courier though? Oh man, that was a Refresher Orb recipe.
Oh man. Mirana, FNG, what are you doing? What are you doing there? Oh, but he leaves out of trouble.
Yeah,
Still has
baiting
BKB
out to
though.
relocate.
Is there gonna be a toss? Nope. So that's pretty good. He baited out, relocate. And Cheshire Cat is just having fun. And to be honest, I don't know, I've never seen this in a pro game, but I've always wanted to see a Centaur with Manta style. I know it sounds a little crazy, but Centaur with Manta style split pushing it's ridiculously good. Because return works on towers, and Manta illusions, like Centaur's Manta illusions, return the full amount as the hero itself. So putting illusions on the towers, pretty darn good way to split push your Centaur. And Cheshire Cat, oh my goodness, he is literally just everywhere, being such a nuisance.
Oh, he's going for the value plays. But still, I mean, he doesn't finish up his Heaven's Albert. Going for a Reaver instead, so going for the Heart of the Rask. I mean, he's just all over the place with the items. And now there's a BKB on Brewmaster, and that's such an important pickup, because even if the Refresher now comes on the Silencer, the Brewmaster won't care about it at all, and neither will the Tiny. So the Primal Split will come out immediately in those fights.
Oh man, oh man. Wow. So Silencer, he's got to wait another minute and a half before he can even potentially think about his refresher orb. But Moon, man, I feel bad for him. Every fight he's there, but he just can't live through anything. And this Roche is gonna go down before Power Rangers even realize it. So this should be the time when Cleave starts flexing their muscle a little bit and just say, hey, let's do something. You know, like maybe take some towers, go for some split pushes, or even like smoke up, get some kills. Unless, well, at the moment they feel very content to sit back and farm, but I don't know. Like, is that really what they really want to do? I'm not too sure because if you look at it, Centaur has a heart. Mirana, pretty fast as well. BKB, Maelstrom, not too far from Amionia. So everyone on Power Rangers is getting pretty decent farm. Even Skyrath has Rod of Atos. Whereas on the side of Cleave, Enchantress still doesn't have Aghanim Scepter. Io been really poor the whole time. I feel like the only people who are getting decent farm is the Tiny and the Brewmaster, surprisingly.
Yeah, and actually Xako, he's going for a PKB on the Tide as well at the moment. So, but for him to be able to actually finish that properly, since Tiny and the Brewmaster are taking most of the farm for their team anyway, they need to win a few team fights, but it's actually kind of hard for Power Rangers to win a team fight because of their actual lack of damage output at the moment. As well as they don't lose team fights straight out either, so it's kind of an awkward position.
Well, they want to catch Mirana, that's for sure. Lolik, he's running after, but easily TP out. So once again, it feels like this game is just very drawn out right now. Cleave definitely wanted to do something. Just now, if you saw, like, Tiny wasn't farming. He was just standing there. I was like, yeah, is anything going to happen at top? If need be, we'll relocate. But, nah. And J4, this Invis rune, oh my god, this sentry. This sentry.
I mean, thank
Money
God that
sentry.
his invis just ran out.
Yeah,
He would have
knew
been
he
so
should be backing
screwed
up.
otherwise. But actually, he's going for a Ghost Scepter. Do you think it's worthwhile? I guess you can get rid of the Impetus or just the Reckless of the Tiny. But I just feel like maybe a Blink Dagger would have been more significant for him.
Yeah, at this stage, actually, I'm not sure. I feel like tankability is what Power Ranger needs. If they can tank through the damage, that'd be great. And as a matter of fact, I would much prefer to see a BKB on the Bane Elemental, but I know that's probably never going to happen in this game. And at top, what are they trying to do? Centaur is so tanky. 3.4k HP.
Oh, wow, that's just ridiculous. Moonlight Shadow comes out as well. Do they have a gem? Oh, they popped the Dust Relocate coming in as well. Use the Stampede. Can he get the Blink out? Yes, he can. The last Impetus. Not gonna hit either, but his DP is on cooldown. J4 coming in to help, but never mind. The toss by Sonneko. Or by Seema rather. Tossing Sonneko with Chestercat. He's gonna make it. Oh, the Global Silence. Do they want to fight? Blink, Hoofstomp, Chestercat. Never mind. The Gush Slow was there for a little bit too long. And do they have the Refresher now? Yes, they do. Refresher. Another Global Silence. A nice 2-1 Hoofstomp as well. Roger taking so much damage. BKB, Primal Split from the Brewmaster. As in the backlines of the fight. Actually, J4, nice Ghost Scepter coming out. He's just burning down a Thunderclap by the Earth Panda. Oh, that Nightmare onto Seema. Gets switched off. There's the Mystic Flare though as well. No BKB. Seema getting slowed down. Can they actually take him down? FNG with the Rockets. Yes, they will. Tiny goes down. But he had the Aegis. You always have to remember that one. Majestic now might be the one in trouble. Hoofstomp onto Lolik. The damage. It's coming in the Starstorm. But the toss. Oh man, Seema. Too much AoE. Just get the Ravage only onto 2 Moon. Still on full HP as well. They're going for the fight. Actually, can they get the Tiny somehow? Stampede. Another Curse of the Silence. Just he is just unkillable. A Tosto onto Moon. Oh man, that was a mistake. He went in solo, but Yarrow. They're trying to save Moon. Never mind, not gonna happen. FNG gets the leap out as well. Wants to go for Xako. Actually gets the kill with Jessucat helping out Sonneko. A few more like Jessucat, you don't need much. But he's not gonna get even that little done now. He is probably in the end gonna fall. The toss helps out. The last right click. I mean, that fight was so long.
Oh my goodness. And ultimately, there's a relocate. What's happening? Oh, they want the Mirana.
Oh, actually, Sonneko is the one to go down, or never mind, he's not. The Wisp Balls will be enough to bring down FNG. And that was an excellent fight for Cleave in the end.
Yeah, they definitely came out on top there, but Holy crap, Centaur just running across the field. No one can do anything to this guy. He is an absolute beast, 3.4k HP with pretty darn good magic resistance. And now he has a plate mail, so if he gets like Shiva's or a Socrates next, I don't know. Like, you might as well just ignore this guy. But can you really afford to ignore a Centaur? Like, when he is constantly getting those beautiful Who Stomps and double edges. And I feel like at this stage, Silencer, he either needs like escape skills or like Force Staff or Blink Dagger, or he needs tank ability. Like, I would actually like to see maybe a Shiva's next. I mean, Hex is always great, but it feels like the problem with him is he just can't sustain. He can't stand and stand his ground at all.
Yeah, I think in the last fight, they did it reasonably well. Silencer just hanging around the back lines of the fight. But just like that, he went chasing down, I think it was Lolik maybe. Whereas Moon, he just went solo against Tiny. And Tiny was like, hey man, I can take you. Right clicks and OF and she leaps into the jungle. I think he wanted to leap safely. The Avalanche, the Moonlight Shield actually gets activated as well. Can they actually maybe counter-initiate this? No, they cannot. Although they have the double global silence. Oh, they find FNG as well. They will get the kill in the end.
Oh no, and that's a BKB charge wasted as well. So now this is going to be a 4-on-5. Does he have buyback? Real quick, no, he does not. So, wow, expect to see a lot of damage on this tier 3.
Oh, the Ravage onto Moon as well. Does he have a buyback? The toss comes out. The global silence a little bit too late, and he doesn't have buyback either, or at least. He's not willing to spend one if he has one, but nope, he does not. And that's going to be at least one set of frags with Sima having a Manta style as well. Just doing so much damage to Tiny. He's just so huge at this point in time.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Like, Tiny, if you give him space, that guy, like, if he wins one team fight, he's just going to destroy your base. That's just the nature of the Aghanims upgrade. So one easy Rex, it's just going to be a second set of Rex. Well, the tier 2 is still standing at mid. So if Cleave wants to do it, they have to walk all the way to the top.
Well, they can definitely do it because man, Tiny is so damn tanky. The Mystic Flare actually comes out but does no to none damage. Primal Split gets used as well to no avail, but just buying some time. Just the building's going down way too fast with the Aghanims on Tiny and double set of Rex. I'm not too sure if Power Rangers can come back with this with their lineup.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. 2 Rex down against IO Tiny, and your lineup isn't very good at pushing. Not good at clearing creep wave. It's gonna be one mighty struggle.
Oh wow, looks like we might see a game number 3 in this series, man.
Well, it's definitely heading towards that direction. It feels like right now Power Rangers, they might as well just go for an all-in push. But even if they go for that all-in push, they are still at risk of just Tiny and IO not even gonna try to defend and just relocate into your base and take those tier 4s and potentially the throne.
And that's now 4 BKBs finished on Cleave as well. Altogether.
Oh man.
Everybody but the Enchantress has one now, or will have it if the courier just delivers it to them.
Well, even Enchantress is about halfway towards that BKB, if that's what Enchantress wants. And at this stage, Cleave can just relax and sit back and just slowly farm. Doesn't matter. Let top and bottom push in, and then they can slowly just chip away at mid.
The biggest thing is though now that the Silencer, his ultimate, as well as the Refresher Orb, they become kind of useless. Well, I guess you can try to wait out the BKB durations. It's like pop your first Global Silence, wait for them to BKB, try to disengage, then refresh your orb, go for the second Global Silence and re-engage. But it's just going to be so hard to actually find the proper timing for that.
Yeah, this is pretty much the best chance for them. This has to be it. Like, if they can't find, like, right now all the waves are still pushed out, so it's a great opportunity for them to find a couple of kills and then maybe force out a fight. I don't see any other way they can do this.
Well, just like that, he might be in trouble, but he's still so damn back. He has an AC finish, but oh, but Yarrow into the Tiny. Will it be enough? There's the Global Silence as well. A nice stun onto Io. There's the Mystic Flare onto Tiny. BKB activated. Now J4 completely blown up. Another Global Silence comes out, but all the BKBs are already there. And now Io finally does take a fall. He's also so tanky with his own BKB. And now Xako actually goes down as well. It's a 2-for-1 so far. They get the Tiny. That's the fight they were looking for. But can they follow up with the racks, with any objectives?
Go for the all-in push. I don't know. Maybe Roshan. Roshan's not out. So it seems like they are going to go for the tier 3 push. Are there buybacks? Let's take a real quick look. There's buyback on the Tiny. Alright, and that's used. No buyback on the Tidehunter. Brewmaster, yes. So they're just holding it off for now.
Well, at least they get some damage to Cheshirecat, tanking it all up. Actually, the Mystic Flare onto Seema will it be enough? Another silence. They're going for the right click. Cheshirecat, Double H actually waiting for it. He got stunned up by that craggy exterior, man. That spell.
Oh man, it's just bad luck, really. Getting stunned up. They might have been able to kill the Tiny if it weren't for the craggy exterior.
That would have been so huge, a dieback for the Tiny. But they will get the range racks, maybe. Backdoor protection too strong. And now they actually have to back off. They got the range rack at least, but now Xako coming in, no Ravage, but they will get Majestic, or will they? Stampede. Majestic, no blink, TP out. Actually gets back safety as well. Safely.
Wow, the TV animation from Skarath is so beautiful. But now Cleave realizing, hey, sitting back might not be the best idea. Are they gonna look for a Rosh? This is the third Roshan.
Cheshirecat's net worth 20,000.
For the Isle Spirits.
Oh no, Cheshirecat, no, please. Please don't feed. Blink,
but they
blink.
need to contest the Roach. Oh man,
It's gonna be
this
cheese
is so bad. Exactly, they really cannot afford to give up this Roche. This is too much.
But there was nothing for them to contest this with.
Fight. Yeah, well, I don't know. This might just be the GG push right here. I don't see how Power Rangers is going to hold. They're already struggling without the Aegis and Cheese. And now Tiny has the Aegis, and who has the Cheese? Let's see. Brewmaster. And Brewmaster is so close to having enough money to dash Scythe of Ice.
But look at the graphs, by the way. There's just ever so slightly in Power Rangers' favor still somehow. Actually, the Moonlight Shells comes out. But Cleave, they've also smoked up. Who will get the jump? They have the Ravage, J4. You're in a bad position to use the Stampede though. There's the Global Silence, #1. Manta from Tiny just gets out of it easily. No BKB necessary. Actually, he sold his BKB. The kill of J4. There's the Ravage coming out as well. Doesn't connect on FNG, but Cheshirecat, it's way too tanky. 4.3k HP. Lolik is killing himself with the return damage. He finally goes for the Primal Split. And actually, it's not too bad so far. Seema trying to go for Moon as Moon just keeps on evading him. Majestic going for the man fight with Tiny, but oh, those crits from the Daedalus. FNG blinks in. Starstorm. One hero down. Going for Seema next. BKB activated. Moon. Oh, run. Never mind. Can't quite escape the wrap as FNG actually lands the arrow. Another silence. Arcane Bolts had actually kill off the Tiny. Tiny does not have buyback anymore, and now Lolik, he's the one in trouble. Maybe Cheshirecat, can he follow up? Double Edge, they need to do damage to Lolik so he can't blink out, and they are successful. So they do get the kill in the end.
Oh my god. The comebacks are real.
This
Go
game...
Power Rangers.
When Cheshirecat... Did he buy back? Did anybody buy back? We just sick bought back for that fight only. So Cheshirecat, he's gonna have his second Heart of the Rask finished.
Wow. Ultimate tanking. I don't know what else to say. Like, this is one hell of a tanky centaur. Well, to the point where I was like, really just leave this guy alone. You can't do anything to him. But I really want to see some damage items from the centaur as well, you know, like heart, sure, it's great and your stampede benefits a lot, but I want to see some right clicks, you know, like centaur with a Daedalus or something.
Well, he's hitting for
Mjolnir
250 damage at the moment as it is.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Actually, he sent the courier with his recipe and the vitality booster back home. So I guess it's maybe... Well, it doesn't have a TP even. Maybe, yeah, miss micro from the courier. Now he's coming out to him. As, oh,
yeah.
Chasik almost gets brought down, but not quite.
Because when he sent it to the secret shop, right, he forgot to put the recipe from his stash onto the courier. That's why he had to make the extra trip back to the base. Wow, 5k HP centaur.
And 5k, wow. I mean, he does 270 damage per right click as well. But I think there's a Shiva's card now on Lolik, so he's getting pretty tanky himself at least. Roger, does he have a BKB? Nope. Around 900 gold or so away, but probably everybody wants to save for buybacks at the moment.
Yeah, that's for sure. Except for Centaur, because he can't die.
I mean,
5k
really,
HP, 25 armor.
I just wish there was like an item or an ability on the center that had like the Berserker Skull on the axe, just actual taunt.
Oh yeah, that would be a little OP at this stage, you know, like with this kind of items. But I don't know, if you have the money for second heart, why not consider a Scotty? That would be pretty good as well, right? I mean, you're up against Tiny, and there's so many BKBs. The Scotty slow is always going to be somewhat beneficial. Just being able to slow down the opponents, and then I don't know. What are some other good items you can potentially go for? Centaur right now, I feel like he is the ultimate tank already, and just tanking up won't benefit him anymore. And I think soon enough he might just want to sell that Sanj and get some deeps.
Well, actually,
Manta style, man. I want that Manta style so bad.
actually, I'm thinking that the Heaven's Halberd wouldn't be that bad because the BKB actually on Tiny is down to 4 seconds. So disarming him can be huge. But oh, just look at this damage output with the Alpha Wolf chasing him. Or following him rather.
Holy crap.
552 damage plus the Daedalus, of course, critting.
Well, Tiny is pretty much maxed out. Like, the only things he can get now is just a new BKB and boost of travels. I think he needs that new BKB, that's for sure. Before anything else. Well, Brewmaster didn't go for a side device, went for the Shiva instead. I don't know how this game is still taking so long. Like, I'm surprised at the resilience that Power Rangers are showing, and
I mean, it's, I guess, only a Tiny is not enough in all cases. Although he is so damn huge, almost 20k8 net worth, he is 6 slotted. I guess the next thing is like either Boots of Travels or a new BKB.
I actually think with the lineups that Cleave have and the kind of space they were given, it like I don't mean to be rude, but it feels like it does show a little bit that maybe Power Ranger, in terms of in terms of like the power to ability to execute, is definitely a level higher than Cleave. Because with the kind of lineup they have, I didn't really expect them to perform like as well as they did in this game.
Power Rangers, they have to make a decision now because Tiny, together with IO,
You
they're
definitely
coming
have to
in.
defend.
Oh,
You cannot trade.
oh, the Global Silence comes out, they want to go for the kills. They have the Fiend script, they use it as well on the Tiny. With the Silence, of course, there is no relocate out. They use the Mystic Flare as well, beautifully done. Actually, the PKB activated, he gets one counter kill onto FNG. And man, I guess Mirana stood a little bit too close.
Man, but look at how fast that tier 4, just like how much damage that tier 4 took. From 4 HP down to like 433.
Oh man, that style Tiny just does so much damage. It's ridiculous how much damage he has. Although Jessercat actually finished up the Heaven's Halberd anyway now. And it's so funny that if you want to right click the Centaur, you're gonna take like 130 damage in return. Plus, you're just gonna tickle him because it's 5.2k HP.
Yeah, I'm still a little disappointed in the Heaven Tower, but it is, like you said, a very good choice. Just being able to disarm. Oh my god, he's going for a backdoor tier 3.
The tower is killing itself.
Yeah, oh my goodness, like just like hitting the Centaur.
And just Roger. Dot. Oh.
Oh man, the chat is hilarious.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really understand, but I mean the dot is universal, right?
Yeah. It's just look, he can backdoor with his return. That's how strong that ability is. He has the backdoor potential with just a Centaur.
But that's what you don't want, the evasion. Evasion, then just...
But no, it
The
doesn't
tower's
matter because if you start to right click, the return perks anyway.
Oh, that's true. But might as well, why not get Manta style then? Your illusion can do that.
No. Oh, is he gonna get caught? Stampede is on cooldown. He's taking some damage. They're slowing him down actually. Jessercat. No. Oh, the relocate comes in. They want the Centaur body. I think they're gonna get it with 5 heroes. There's the Ravage as well. Oh my god, they want it so bad.
Oh, that took around, what, 10 seconds?
Oh, but actually, he's down for another 90 seconds and Roche is gonna spawn in 40 seconds.
Oh man, and the easy comes out from Lolik. Oh, what does GC mean? Congratulations.
I guess so.
Good job.
Usually it's like
Good chop.
cheese it. Congrats.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it means, but holy crap,
Cool.
that took so long. And he never used to use the stun. Like Centaur didn't even bother. He was just like, "Yep, I'm just gonna walk."
I think that was
Go
kind of
little
a huge
swag.
mistake because if they give away Roche, another cheese, and an Aegis because of this, it's just gonna be so
It's
hard
too
since they're
far.
2 racks behind. But then again, they've been holding on so far pretty damn well. And actually, what's the other item progression? Vajasic has his rotovators for quite some time, another 3,000 gold on top of that, 4.5k gold on Moon, and I guess actually I have to say that Shiva's probably would be the best for Silencer or an Hex.
Hex is always the prime one, but he he's not tanky enough. Oh my god, this Roche is gonna disappear. And they paused. Tactical. It's like, wait, we gotta discuss. Should the Centaur buy back? 19 seconds. Should he buy back? I don't know, man. This is such a tough call. This is why like Dota gets so ridiculously hard sometimes. It's like if you buy back, right, and then he dies in the next fight, then how? You know, like you're not gonna be able to defend without the Centaur. But at the same time, if you don't buy back, you're up against the Aegis and Cheats. And even if you do buy back, are you gonna make it there on time? You can only TP to a tier 2 tower. It's gonna take you another 10 seconds or so. By the time you get there, actually no, they shouldn't buy back because the rush will be gone anyways. And if you're gonna have to fight, you might as well fight inside the base. And that goes back. I want to see that Manta style, bro. Like, why don't you just your Manta style? You leave it on the tier 4 towers, and the tier 4 towers will just kill itself. Why not? Why not? And you use the Manta style illusions to split push like a Naga Siren.
But I mean, that's that you can't use it as often as a Naga Siren. Plus, Tiny comes in with like a few cleaves, and they're
That's
dead.
true. That's true. But most of the time, Tiny isn't trying to kill the Centaur. Well, at least not at first. Like maybe saving best for last.
And this game, it's actually when looking at the graphs, it's almost a 10,000 gold lead for Power Rangers still, and a 14,000 XP lead for them.
WTF is going on? But look at this Mirana, man. Like this is actually a hidden talent right here. Not too far from a full satanic buy. Of course, gonna be saving up for the buybacks. But Mirana is getting there. The right click damage is starting to come out. And don't forget Skywrath. As long as Skywrath survives the first initial burst, I mean, Mystic Flare still does quite a lot of nice damage. 1400. And then it can always get amplified with the Ancient Seal. Silencer in the back, wow, has gone for Boots of Travels. Man, I don't know if Boots of Travels is the item he wants right now. I feel like they need one more big item. But then again, if he buys anything else than the Boots of Travels, then he won't have a slot for a TP, and that's always a huge concern right now for them.
I think
I don't know
it's
though. I really don't like that Boots of Travels pickup right now because they're on the defensive, and it's Cleave that's gonna be pushing in with the Aegis plus Cheese.
shit. They relocate back at the moment to push out the mid lane. So they have that luxury, and I think the boots of travels are just because they know that they can't effectively go out of the base. So Moon is probably like, okay, I'm gonna push out one lane and then boots of travels to another lane where you are pushing in. Because if they actually let the creep wave reach their base so that the backdoor protection wears off, that means that it's just an easy relocate with the tiny on the tier 4s and maybe the ancient.
Oh man, I feel like Cleave, they have just given so much space for Power Rangers to come back. It's crazy as it sounds. I mean, you're looking at a tiny Wisp and you have two sides of Rex advantage, and somehow, I don't know how to explain this, they took all the Roche as well. But they're behind by 10,000 gold, and they're behind by what, 12,000 XP lead. I mean, XP difference. To me, this is just a little bit shocking.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I mean, it's just, like you said before as well, a couple of minutes ago, maybe 10 by now already, because this game is actually dragging out quite a while. But the fact that Power Rangers, they just have that little bit extra experience under their belts, as far as competitive play goes. So just making the better decisions, just pushing out the exact right lanes at the right times, and just delaying out the game, so Cleave can't actually do too much about it. And now, oh, Roger! No. Whew. Does not go down there. Blink out by Lolik as well. Mid lane. Roger comes in from behind G4. Is he gonna pop? No, just a nightmare. The global silence #1 comes out. Roger pops his PKB. Fiend Script is there to the right clicks from FNG. Activates his own PKB as well. Another global silence and Roger somehow still alive. Goes Scepter. Oh, never mind. The last lightning procs get the kill, but FNG took so much physical damage. But the Moonlight Shadows and the extra movement speed will get him out. Cheshire Cat though. The raid boss has arrived. Io probably gonna fall down. Indeed, he's arrow into Seema as well. 5-second one. Mystic Flare to follow. That was so huge. AG is already down. Can they get some more kills? Xako. And she still has the Ravage as well. Can he actually pop it? Yes, he can, but too little, too late. Another Arcane Bolt. Probably working. No? Blink. He does get out of Gatsima. Now go Scepter. Another arrow and Tiny. He's gonna take another Fallen Power Rangers. Do they have enough? We have to check at the buyback status. Tiny already buys back. And Brewmaster has it as well, but Brewmaster didn't even die.
Oh my goodness.
That fight.
Is this really happening? Is Power Rangers really doing this? Oh man, Cheshire Cat just came in from the back lines and
Just
took
look
out
at
the
the tower
eye.
falling now.
And Tiny, look at what Tiny's doing. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a base trade. This is gonna be a base
I
trade.
think Tiny
this,
will win this.
you should never base trade against Tiny, man.
Somebody has to go back. Nightmare Bane, Nightmare Man, Nightmare. Oh, is he gonna get blown up before he gets the Ghost Scepter? No, Ghost Scepter is there. Nightmare already on cooldown as well. FNG comes back. PKB activated by both. The Ancient is dropping so damn low, but Seema he actually averts his attention. That was exactly what Power Rangers wanted. Now another toss and Seema. That's a dieback for him, or is it FNG just barely stays alive? Oh,
On the
wow.
other side, Cheshire Cat is still going.
I think without the Tiny, can they actually get the kill? The Primal Split comes out as well. Well, looks like they actually do have enough damage. The Impetus actually does quite a lot there with the pure damage that it has. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's coming in from round 2.
Is
No,
it a
he
smart
cancels
idea though, double damage?
No,
They need one
Oh,
extra
man.
Hero Moon coming in with those boots of travels of his.
oh my goodness, is Power Rangers gonna be able to do this?
Oh, Tiny, well, no buyback. He has 3.5k gold, but no buyback. What good does it do to you? Maybe should have bought a full BKB before TPing in and Lolik. Oh, dodges the stun, but there's the global silence coming out. Will it be enough to do something? Smoke is there. Oh, Roger just gets Fiend Script up, but there's no damage output going into it. And just going for the Ancient Moon. Going for Xako hand. Looks like they did it.
Or have they?
Oh,
It's
the
still-
Ancient dropping
the
so
rest
low
still
for
up.
them as well.
It's almost there. It's almost
Oh,
there.
come on, Cheshire Cat, you can do it yet. GG, well played, Moon. Another global silence. Do you want to go for some celebratory kills before it's GG? Oh my
Holy
god.
crap.
What a game this was, man.
Oh man, the comebacks. I don't know if it's a comeback or if it's more of a throw from Cleave. I am really speechless.
Oh, Smack Dog.
I feel like this game I should just go out and go, like, after watching this game I just want to slap myself. It's like, is this real? Wake me up, Katja. Hit me in the face.
How happy am I to be able to catch this game?
Oh man, it was definitely one hell of a game. The comebacks are real.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless, but I mean, great games. Power Rangers take this series 2-0 as I guess kind of was expected of them. It's game number 2, definitely I didn't think that they will make the comeback, but so they did. So they take the series 2-0, they advance to the semi-finals, which they will play, I think, in the beginning of July against we don't know who yet. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to follow this channel as well as Heflatv 2 and Heflamok, all the English channels for us, and our social media, Heflatv for Facebook, Twitter, as well as VK for the Russian viewership. And of course, if you want to support us directly, be sure to subscribe. We already have subscriber emotes, subscriber badge of course as well, and you will be eligible for future giveaways as well as just supporting us, which is awesome. But this will be it for the time being. In 2 hours time, actually Cleave will be playing against Dream Team, so against PGG and another CIS marathon. So definitely come back in 2 hours time to watch that one. Heflatv 2 is already finished as well. So yeah, that's it for the time being. Thank you to Mito as well for casting with me.
Oh man.
That's all you have to say, speechless.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, once again, gratitude, guys, and have a nice hour or two before another Cleave game comes up.